Hey, what's up, y'all? I think this will be quick, but it was a thought that I was having as I was reading an organization's sort of statement about their commitment right now and their values and principles. And this is for folks who are running organizations, who are talking to organizations, who are trying to do organizational leadership right now in this present moment, particularly anti-racist oppression, but not even just anti-racist oppression. If you're call yourself undoing any oppression and you're putting out principles, and inside of those principles you continue to obscure the names of those oppressions, you're actually not trying to do the work. It's a sneaky rotten tomato whiteness way of trying to come to the work without ever having to acknowledge culpability. You need to name the structures we live in. If you're doing an equity principles and you never talk about what you're trying to abolish, if you're a white organization and you don't name white supremacy inside of what it is you are working to dismantle, because that is what recognizing intersectionality is, that's what recognizing equity and justice is. If you are not naming the system that we're living in right now as part of what you are trying to abolish, you're not trying to abolish it. Because you can't get rid of something you won't acknowledge. You can't get rid of something you won't name. And so I'm noticing these organizationally. And, the co-founding team, the visioning team for Buy Back Black Debt, just finished a set of values principles. And inside it, of course we name white supremacist delusion, because it's the thing that's in the way of what we're trying to create. How you going to build a value on top of something you don't even know what you're trying to remove? But the problem is we know what we're trying to remove, and we don't want to acknowledge it, because then it means we have to sit in our own complicity. If we never say why, and that is how whiteness has worked on an individual level for all of time, is to pretend that whiteness is the default so you don't have to talk about it, and then everything else is the other. So now in this attempt towards equity, we are creating these systems where, there are all these things we want to create, and, we want to recognize power and positionality, and we want to take intersectional approaches to do what? To do what? To dismantle what? To interrupt what? Stop being dishonest because we don't want to be in discomfort. And the reality is you're going to have to get uncomfortable in order to create the world you say you want. Stop being scared to say white supremacist delusion, white supremacy, whiteness inside of these documents, inside of your organizations. It's time. And if you're not doing it, you're not trying to create a new world. You're trying to figure out how to build something on top of the shit we already got. It won't work. All right, y'all. Bye.